video about being a pastor's kid, so I'll try not to be too cynical. We've pretty much grown to get up together as pastor's kids in the same church.
Fun times.
Being a pastor's kid is pretty awesome.
Most days I love being in PK. I love my church and meeting new people and generally the whole thing.
But there's some things that normal people just don't get. Here are some of my experiences and things I've noticed, as well as stories from other pastors' kids. Eating from the church fridge. Oftentimes we'll eat food that wasn't meant to be eaten.
Get in trouble. Of course you wouldn't do that. You're a good kid. You're one of the good ones.
Knowing the church Wi-Fi password.
This is definitely a bonus.
Being the first ones there and the last ones to leave.
Never knowing what it's like to sleep in 2 days on the weekend.
Being on the worship team since age 10. We know every spot in the church that's good for hide and seek.
Remember when we tried to stuff as many people under the staircase as possible?
That was fun.
Being used as a sermon illustration.
Going to insert large youth gathering or conference here since age 2.
Church juice and cookies, especially the communion grape juice. What flavor is this juice?
Communion flavored. Getting invited to lots of weddings because your dad's doing them, but never getting invited to the reception. This one always ticked me off as a kid.
I've been called the Holy Child on more than one occasion.
People knowing stuff about you, even though you've never met.
Oh, Faith, I heard you got the job. Congratulations!
Thank you.
Yeah, we're all so proud of you.
Aw, thanks.
Who was that?
I don't know. We're always picked on to be the child care providers.
Oh, yes. Is that anyone, no one's pretty? Oh, how about you?
Never getting picked for games in Sunday school because the teacher, my mom, didn't want to show favoritism.
Your dad's a pastor? Oh. So what does your dad do?
Oh, my dad's a pastor.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Well, I have a thing like now, so I'm gonna peace out. Bye.
Funerals. Knowing your spiritual giftings since age 9.
I remember when I was like probably about 7, and I was just like, my spiritual gift is talking in tongues.
Getting Bibles for Christmas.
Pastor's camp. I love pastor's camp. It's my favorite. It's the perfect mix between Jesus and cute guys.
Getting driven to school in the church van. The creepy one.
I mean, they need to have tinted windows.
Always feeling obligated to read a passage, start us off in a word of prayer.
Share my thoughts when there was an awkward silence.
So, does anybody want to start this Bible study off in a word of prayer? Anyone? Anyone?
Oh no, they're gonna be picked on, then they're gonna leave, and then the numbers will drop, and then there will be no more youth group, and oh no, and then the youth pastor will lose their job, and I can't have that. So I need to save this clearly awkward situation because the youth pastor cannot deal with unwilling teenagers. I'll do it, Brittany.
Oh, thank you, Faith.
Having to be really careful of offending people.
Knowing the church lingo.
Accountability partner.
Loving someone.
Fellowship.
Have mercy.
Pentecostal.
On fire.
In the spirit. Having the ability to predict what worship song is playing by the first 4 chords. We're at this other church and, you know, they're pedaling the last song and it's like quiet. And I know we're on song number 3, so they don't want to end it on an awkward note, so song number 4 is going to be Happy Day. And we just kind of look at each other and we're like, it's going to be Happy Day. It's going to be Happy Day. Oh, I knew it. I knew it.
Then everyone was wondering why the heck we were like, oh, we called it.
People being scared of me. Only people raising our hands in worship. People thinking that you're going to follow in your parents' footsteps.
And yes, it also means sometimes I get judged. Half my friends think I'm gonna fly off the handle, peace out of the church, and rebel, whatever that means.
People having high expectations of you. Oh, but Faith, your life is so easy. Your parents are pastors, and you've obviously never had any hardship, so what could you be possibly struggling with? Even though my parents are obviously very good people, pastoring is a pretty hard and often underappreciated job. Being in the ministry is a lifelong commitment. I'll often feel guilty for wishing that my dad had a different job that didn't take him away so much. I've never really wanted to say anything in the fear that it would make me seem selfish, but now that I think of it, I don't want anything else. I've realized that it doesn't matter if your parents teach marriage courses. Being a teenager is pretty hard growing up in this world, and I know that my experiences being a pastor's kid will lead to much, much greater things than I can possibly imagine. Wow, that got really emotional. Well, thank you for watching the video. If you found it much too offensive, just give it a thumbs down and let me know. But if you're a pastor's kid or someone who has something to say, just let me know in the comments. I love hearing other people's stories and knowing that I'm not the only one